All right, what's up, guys? So this is completely and utterly off the cuff training for Google Streak. Um, I use it for my business, or let me be more specific. Just started using this for my business. I have tried using Google Streak about 2 or 3 times before this, and no one had explained it very well to me, so I didn't understand what to do. Now that I watched a few videos online, I think I understand what's going on and really the true power of this. So this is really just a 101 on Google Streak and how it could potentially work for you, for your business. We're going to just create kind of a complete blank template. Again, this is not scripted, so I'm going to do my best to describe this entire process to you. I also have 2 screens, so if you see me looking up in the corner, that is what's happening over here. So guys, first and foremost, I don't really want to go over how to install Google Streak. It's very, very simple. Just Google Streak, and then follow the instructions on how to load it into your browser. And obviously, you have to have Gmail in order to use this. I guess it would be called an add-on. Okay, so here is my Gmail. And on the left here, you're going to notice that you get a new little tab or category called pipelines. Now, Google Streak is really based off of these pipelines of getting a customer from start to finish, whatever that might be for your business. For my business, it might be, for example, getting them from a social media contact to a customer. And what are the steps in between? Do I need to follow up with them? Do I need to send them some kind of email? Do I need to send them some kind of cart to buy something? Did I win that customer? Did I lose that customer? And I'm also going to give you guys during this video all of the screenshots of the flow that I'm using, that I've learned from some of my people on my team, and some of the other ones that I've kind of learned from other people online. So if you're in my same business, you can just take a screenshot of that and build this on your own and use it. So again, pipelines. All a pipeline is just getting somebody from one step to another, and you're going to control where that contact goes. Is this a brand new contact? Is this someone you need to follow up with? Is this someone that you need to send an email to? Is this someone that you need to share a product with, get them in a group, whatever it might be for you? So if you hover over pipelines over here on the left side, you'll see that I have customer to coach and social leads, but you're going to want to kind of start a brand new pipeline. I think starting a brand new blank one is the best and easiest way to learn how to do it and to customize this however you want. So there's a little plus sign next to pipelines. If you just click that, it's going to open up a dialog box of what is it that you're really trying to set up. I'm going to scroll to the very bottom. You can use their predetermined templates if you like, and then you can try to modify them, or you can just build your own blank ones. I'm going to click on blank. I will also select private, so I'm the only one that can access this. If you have a team or something else, then you can choose shared. And let's create a pipeline. Okay, so this is what you're going to be looking at, is a series of steps in your pipeline, and then we're going to create things that are called boxes of really contacts that go into this pipeline. So I'm going to get out of this for 1 second. If you're following along with me, clicking the buttons at the same time, just put the mouse down and take a look at what a specific pipeline could look like. I will go to social leads. So this is an example of what a pipeline could look like. If you are in the same business that I am, you try to bring in customers from social media, you might want to take a screenshot of this so that you can build this for yourself later. But what I have here is I have my first pipe, I guess you could say, I don't know if that's the right term, pipe in my pipeline, which is just the lead, where I have to collect their name, their email, and any other information that I might need for them or that I need to keep track of. This pipeline specifically was given to me by one of my coaches, Nikki Johnson. So thank you for that. Then I have follow-up 1, follow-up 2, follow-up 3. I need to follow up a lot in this business. I have share a cart sent, where I share information about the product. And then I have the closing. Did I win? Did I successfully turn the lead into a customer? Are they now a customer that I can help along with my products? As well as, did someone just say not right now? Like, I'm not ready for it. That might need to be a reminder for me to maybe contact them in a month, 2 weeks, 3 months, whatever it is. And then I have another one called money objection, which we all know if you're in the same business as I am, you might get a lot. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to bring in your contacts and put them through this pipeline. And this is going to be an organizational chart for you to see where are people at. And not to mention, it can remind you about where people are at so that nobody really falls through the cracks of you bringing them into your entire system. So this is what a whole pipeline could look like, okay? You can use these in many different ways. I've also seen people create pipelines instead of it being a linear flow of them starting from a lead to maybe a customer. It could just be different folders. You know, I met this person online. I met this person in person. I met this person here. Maybe they're doing this program, this program, this program. Really, it's just an organizational way for you to collect people's information, email addresses and such. So let's go back into our pipeline. You guys should be at the same place. I'm going to go into my blank one. And up here, you can give it a name if you like. Oops, I'm clicking too fast here. Let me get rid of this. Okay. I can select a blank and just call it example. You can give it whatever you want, testing, something like that. That way in your pipelines, you have them organized into how you have to move people through this. In the stage, you can also double click on this and call it the new name of this first pipe in your pipeline. Let's say this is leads for my one, okay? And you're going to start setting up all your different pipes. Over here on the very right of this top pipeline thing, you can click the little gear box and you can just start adding stages. I'll say, for lack of a better name, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Again, this is fully customizable. You can change the colors, you can delete something, you can move these things around via this little icon right here, whatever that little 6 dots would be called. And you're gonna want to kind of build this according to whatever it is that you are doing. Now, this is the time I'm gonna take a quick pause. I'm gonna go back into mine and you can take screenshots of this if you wanna use my pipelines. So, unapplied. Also make sure you hit apply at the bottom so these stages stay there. But let's take screenshots if you guys want. Pipelines. Here's my social lead one. Again, it's lead, follow up, follow up, follow up, share a cart, closed, one, not right now, and money objection. Take a screenshot of that if you need. I'll take a second or hit pause. And then the second one that I have that I designed, I believe myself, was customer to coach. Okay, in my business, we get people to sign up as coaches to help other people. So I have, after they've gone through my social lead pipeline, then they'd come over here to customer, and I would say, you know, are they just a customer right now? Am I helping them out in that fashion? Have they joined a coach opportunity meeting with me? Have I followed up? Have I followed up? Have I sent a new share a cart? Have I won that person now as a coach? Did they say not right now, or did they have some other objection? Again, you guys can take a screenshot of my flow and then edit it down to anything you want. So let's take a look at this, okay? The one thing that I didn't understand, I'm gonna go back to our example one. The one thing that I didn't understand when I was trying to set up Google Streak is, okay, I kind of understand the pipeline, but I don't see the real quote unquote power in this program, or in this application. So some of the terms that they use, I'm going to move this up just a little bit. Some of the terms that I think Google Streak uses is a little confusing. And if this is where I kind of quit multiple times on this program, because they didn't really label things the way I'd like to be labeled. What they do is they have, under these leads, you'll see that you have a little arrow where you can drop down. Now, obviously, we have to put people's information in this, okay? You have to put your contacts in there. You have to put their name, their date, their email address, whatever it might be. What Google Streak does is they call those boxes. I wish they just called them contacts, or I don't know, contact card or something, but they call them boxes, which is just really, really confusing to me. All right. So if I select on where I want the box to go, and again, all this stuff is so modifiable. It's so simple. So if you make a small mistake, it's easy to transfer and move these people. And I believe once you get the idea, it's fairly intuitive. But I'm going to select lead, and I'm going to come up here to the little plus sign, and I'm going to select box. Now, Google Streak just updated their look of this entire thing. So if yours looks a little different, just try to find where the area is to add a new box. I'm just going to select box. And now here's where I can start putting in context. I'll just put in myself, Jimmie.Brenton. All right. The stage that it's at is at leads. It could also be at stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Contacts and organization. These are the default categories that you can have, the information you can have on somebody. What do you want to know? For example, one thing that I see it's missing in here is email, right? Where do I connect their email? I have notes. Jimmy is you know, what contacts, what organization do they have? But these are all the categories you can set up, okay? So let's take a look at one of my flows, or one of my pipelines, I'm sorry, social leads. These are the categories that I set up. I set date of last email. I wanna know, when did I contact this person last? That way I don't spam or email people too much. You know, is once a week good enough? Once every 2 weeks? You're gonna have to determine that for your business. I also, you know, obviously, what stage are they at? What's their email address? What are they interested in my business? You know, do they want product A or product B? What notes do I have on these people? I also added, what is their social media? A lot of people are on Instagram and Facebook in my business. I also add their social media link so that I can click on them and go to their profile a little faster. And that's all I have for this. Again, take a screenshot if you need, if you want to steal this template of mine, and then add or subtract to it. So let's go back to the one that we created. And I am just going to right click on some of these that I don't like. And I'll just say, I don't really like that. Remove that. Assign to. This is if you have a team, I would assume. Again, just a beginner at this, but I think I understand it enough to really utilize the free version. I'll remove that as well. Date of last email, I like that one. Now here's where a lot of power can kind of come in. Let's add a new category or a new column. This one is, you can choose a lot of things in here. Free form, meaning you can basically type anything you want into it. A date of some sort, so it'll format everything you put into that into a specific date. A checkbox, you can just kind of have a little checkbox. Drop downs, tags, formulas if you want to get crazy, and then magic columns. These other ones that I haven't really used yet, but I'll take a look at them later. Magic columns, tags, and freeform is what I've been using the most for my project. So let's do a new column. I'll say freeform, and I'll call it email. Done. And then I'm gonna start a new one. You guys are gonna see this here in a little bit. This is really cool. Tags, okay? And this is going to be, what are they interested in? I'm kind of just building that one that I showed you guys before, and I can't type or spell it all, so I apologize about that. And should we do another one? The magic column is where you can find the last email from. Since this blank template already set that up, I don't need to select that. But if your blank template didn't, then you can check that out and put that one in as well. Okay. So here we go, Jimmie.Brenton. Let me type in my email, jimmie.brenton@gmail.com. Cool. What am I interested in? Okay, so you can either set these up early or you can set them up as you go along. This is where it gets really, really cool. So I'm going to select this little arrow. Let's do it a different way. I'm just gonna type in here. Okay, you can go to manage options if you want, or you can just create these on the fly. Let's do one of each just to be fun. Manage options. Okay, tag options, add an option. So I'm not going to do the products in my business, but we'll just say product 1, add option, product 2, let's say something, and anything. Again, you'll type in whatever these things are interested in. You know, maybe, you know, whatever it is you sell, you can organize these by products that people might be interested in that you want to select and pick later. Again, I'm going to show you this in a little bit, exactly what that means, and I'll just save this. So let's say I'm interested in product. I start typing it out, and I can select the tag that I want, product 1, and let's say I'm also interested in something. Oops, spelled that wrong. Something right there. All right, so now you can see these are the 2 things that I'm interested in. Let's create under leads. Oopsies, back. Let's create under leads another box. So this will be person 2. Just call him Jimmy 2. Let's not worry about, let's just see, email@gmail.com, just for the sake of this example, because I want to show you guys the kind of the power of this system. He's going to be interested in product 1 and product 2. So a little bit of interest, different interests between Jimmy and Jimmy 2. Okay, so now you're starting to populate your Google Streak with your leads, all right? And you can put them in any stage. You know, I don't know if you have some kind of other offer software. I believe there's also a way to import your list into that, but that's way beyond the scope of this entire thing. So hopefully you have started to kind of see how you can start organizing your contacts, and a little bit, just a little bit so far, the power of Google Streak. But let's really look at this. Okay, how do we put this into use to help our clients out more, help our customers, you know, reach the right people with the right messages, okay? One way to do that, what's really, really exciting about this program, is you're going to have a list of, you know, 10 to 10,000 people, whatever it might be. You can come up here into the, let's say, interested category. I can drop this down and filter by interest. So I can select all the people that are interested in product 1, product 2, something, any of them, all of them, whatever it is. Now, we know that both people right now, since we set it up, are both interested in product 1, but only one of them is interested in product 2. So let's just say I select product 2. I want to select everybody in here that is interested in product 2. I can hit apply, and you'll notice this will give me a list. Right now there's only one person in the list because that's all I have in here. But if you have a lot more people, you'll see that I have one person interested in product 2. Here's what's really cool, is you can select this little top bar in the category area, and it will select everybody in that category that is interested in that product, and it'll just select them all. You can come up here to the little direct message symbol, a little triangle that's sideways with a notch cut out, and click that. What this will do, you guys have seen this before in Gmail, it will select all those names, put them in your 2 category, and now you can direct email them. Say, you know, product 2 new. I don't know, something, maybe something new's coming out. Hey, how you doing? Etc. You know, I know you're interested in product 2. You know, what's going on? There's this new thing coming out that I just wanted to announce to you guys. If you're interested in it, boom, send the email, and it is done. So that is a fantastic way to get organized, not only organize your people in this flow chart, but also to single out people who are only interested in certain products. That way, every single time there's some kind of update in your business, not everybody has to know about it, especially if they're not interested. That way you're not spamming people, giving them information that they don't want, and that you don't lose them later on, that they don't unsubscribe or whatever else it is from you. So this is a real big, powerful thing with this Google Streak application. Hopefully that is pretty straightforward. The next thing I want to do with you guys to show you, let's go back into pipelines example, is I want to show you the kind of I call them a card. I don't know what the actual application calls it, but if you click on the little box collage type symbol next to a contact, it opens up kind of a detailed view of that customer. That's really cool. You can come in here and type in notes. You can add some more, look at your magic columns, especially if you've been emailing these people for a long time, you can see what's going on. But one of the coolest things that I've seen about this software, this application, is you can set reminders. So let's say I add a comment up here at the top. Jimmy gets paid on, it's Friday today, so let's say Monday. Contact him then. Okay. What I can do is right when I write my note, I can come to this little check box, this little check mark, and I can assign this to be a task. Click on that. And down here in the lower right, you can see I can add a little timestamp, not a timestamp. I can add a reminder to this. If I click on this, when is this date due? I could say tomorrow at 8 a.m., next Monday, or I could actually go in and set a calendar date for you guys will be able to do this. I'm just going to select tomorrow at 8 a.m. Good, tomorrow at 8 a.m. Fantastic. And that is all I have to do. I can start sending other reminders. I can start doing other things. But let's see. Oh, I'm clicking too many things. That's all I have to do. I can close this out. And now tomorrow at 8 a.m., that's what I have coming up, I will get a reminder on my phone that I have to contact Jimmy about Monday's payday or whatever it is you did. So now you don't have to set new things in your calendar or always worry about missing people, or even always come back to your management software and be like, okay, who haven't I talked to in a while? What was that one guy said something about this and I forgot about this, but less people can really fall through the cracks. So now tomorrow I will of course get a reminder about that. And that is so cool about this software. I think that's like one of the neatest things that you can do, just because so many people, if you guys are like me, so many people are just like, oh, well, contact me here, contact me then. Maybe you need to set up a meeting, whatever it might be. But just really, really exciting stuff there. So since this isn't a live chat and I'm just recording this, I'm used to live chats. I will end it there, maybe do a quick review. Let me go back here. But I just want to let you guys know, this is about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes of learning and an hour worth of playing in this software. And I think it's pretty intuitive so far for what I need in my business. If you need to do something, a lot more advanced, you might need to consider the pro version. I don't even know what that does compared to the free one. But I think the most important thing is just to remember is that you can have these different pipelines. You could think of it as a pipeline, like a series of events you need someone to do. You could also consider these folders. You could put like, this person's interested in this, this person's interested in this, this person's interested in this. And as they move through, you can change where they go. So for example, I'll click on that box again. Let's say I email Jimmy tomorrow, I email about the payday. I could say, well, he's not a lead anymore. I've put him, he's now in stage 1. I select stage 1, go back. And now I've got Jimmy 2. Jimmy 2 is now in stage 1, and I can track where these people are going along with all their information. So again, remember the pipeline, fancy word for series of things or places you want to put people. And then just remember that the box is really just a contact, a new contact card. Guys, I think that is all that I can go over from all the knowledge that I have right now being a beginner at this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions. I will do my best, of course, to answer it because I'm still learning. And yeah, let me know. Again, Jimmie.Brenton@gmail.com if you want to contact me, or you can reply below wherever this video might be. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you have a good one. Enjoy Google Street.